Gin-Produktion hier bei Raasay ist sehr interessant. Und zwar fängt alles an, sie benutzen nur die Spirit Still. Wir fangen mit neutralem Alkohol an, der dann runter verdünnt wird auf 60%. Und im Pot werden dann die, wie Sie sagen, stärkeren Botanicals eingeweicht. Also der Wacholder und ja, viele andere kräftigere Botanicals werden in den Pot hier zusammen reingeworfen und dann ein bisschen einweichen lassen. Und dann fängt man an, das Ganze zu kochen. Die Alkoholdämpfe steigen auf und werden dann nicht direkt in den Kondensator geleitet, sondern über Rohrsysteme in dieses Gerät hier und steigen in diesem Gerät hier auf. Und da kommen sie dann zu diesem Korb, der hat unten Löcher und oben Löcher und da geht dann dieser Alkoholdampf durch und nimmt von weiteren Botanicals was auf. Ich kann euch das mal zeigen. Hier sind eine ganze Menge Botanicals sogar einzeln einbefüllt worden. Und hier sind die leichteren Botanicals wie Orangenschale und Koriander und so weiter und so fort. Und ich kann hier riechen, boah, die riechen schon kräftig. Das ist dann alles da drin. Die Alkoholdämpfe steigen auf und werden dann weiter im Rohrsystem in den Kondensator transportiert, wo er dann kondensiert, und das ist dann am Ende der Rohgin, der dann noch auf Trinkstärke runter verdünnt wird. Und jetzt haben wir noch ein kleines Tasting mit dem Gin, und zwar auf Englisch. So I'm sitting here with Alice Day, and you're the master distiller here, co-founder.
That's correct.
And you've been here since 2014, since everything was created.
That's
you
right.
kind of created it
Indeed.
from your idea, and you've been with whiskey before,
Yep.
and you've also created this gin. So it says here with Raasay Juniper. So what
correct,
kind of gin is it? How does it work?
Yeah, so our Isle of Raasay Hebridean gin, so all been made here on Raasay. We also have some Raasay juniper in there, so we've foraged juniper from the island itself. It's a very different style. It's obviously doesn't fully mature or dry like the typical juniper that you would use, but we forage a small amount of that, and we use that as part of the juniper in our recipe for the gin. Yeah.
Okay, so and also you use a bit of your malt spirit in it?
Yeah, just a little splash, just as a 10th botanical, just to kind of add that fact that we are a whiskey distillery, we have our own malt spirit, and we just use it as a botanical, just a little splash.
when you say malt spirit, what kind of spirit are you using?
It's our unpeated, unpeated spirit in that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've never heard of a peated gin, but
Yeah.
I don't know how that would taste. Okay, so we're looking at it says dry gin, and you mentioned, is it London dry? Or
it's based on a London dry gin recipe, yes, and then we have our kind of bespoke botanicals that go into that. So that orange peel, sweet orange peel and lemon peel, so it gives it that kind of zesty citrus note. But we also have some rhubarb root in there as well. And the idea of the rhubarb came from, when we bought Borrowdale House, there was rhubarb growing out the back, and it just kind of stuck with me. So when we came to developing the gin recipe, I thought it'd be really nice to work some rhubarb into that. So that's why we've got some rhubarb root in there as well.
Ah, okay. London dry, is that I think, are you allowed to use maceration, or?
We don't. We just basically put the hardier botanicals in still, and then we have a vapor basket, and we just run that straight through in one pass. Yeah.
Okay, and nothing else done to it, just watering it down then in the end?
That's it. Yeah, just reducing it down to bottling strength. That's it.
Okay, and but the malt spirit you add in the end?
Yeah, just in the end.
Okay, nice. Okay, I'm excited. So let's have a try.
Okay.
A bit neat first,
Okay.
right?
Good.
I'm always actually a person who likes his gin neat.
Yeah. Well, I think this can be a sipping gin. If that's what people want to try, I think it works. And so this is bottled at 46, but juniper lead, juniper on the nose.
So on the nose, first nose was pretty classical gin.
Yeah.
A lot of juniper.
Yeah.
But then I would categorize more as a fresh one.
Yeah.
As you said, a little bit of zesty note, orange peel. But also, I don't know if something is in there, but it feels a little bit grassy as well.
Yeah, I think that kind of rhubarb root that leads that way, gives that kind of grassy.
And the more you stick your nose in, there's that, I'm not sure if it's rhubarb or the angelica root, where it's like a brown
angelica and licorice root in there as well. Yeah,
licorice, yeah.
Just a little bit of sweetness from there.
But the licorice is not that strong, otherwise it would be really that spiciness coming through. But I do like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's more of that sweetness on the front of the tongue there as well, but the juniper to me comes in kind of round the mouth, I think.
Quite a generous glass, I've got quite a lot. It's sweeter much sweeter than on the nose.
Yeah, I think that's, again, the sweetness for me is coming from that sweet orange peel, that kind of zesty lemon.
Yeah, the zesty, but in the taste, it also feels a little bit juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the nose, it's definitely like, oh yeah, this is peeled. This probably like not juice in there, but but it feels juicy.
That, yeah, it's got that kind of. I think as well with the vapor basket, you get these essential oils coming through, and that I think that is that juicy kind of mouthfeel too.
And dry, yeah, definitely dry.
Yeah, can sit in that. Yeah.
So was the idea for a gin from the start, or was that just something?
We designed the distillery with the vapor basket in. So we always had the idea that we would be able to produce gin here on Raasay. So that was designed in from the start. However, you know, that initial period when we're making whiskey and the maturation, I think it was really important. You know, we are a single malt Scotch whiskey distillery, and it's important that we knew that our new make was the way we wanted it. We knew the maturation and the wood policy was working the way we wanted. So we started distilling in September 2017 for the whiskey, and we actually developed the gin in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So the gin was released in July 2019 with that development work. But as I say, we've had the equipment since day one to be able to do that. But I think it was important to ensure that the whiskey was right before we went into gin.
Nice. So can it also shine through the what do you call it? I think I need a little bit more. Otherwise, we just have the just have the tonic. Oh, it can shine through.
Yeah, it comes through.
It
works with the tonic. It makes it a longer drink, obviously, with the tonic. I think that the quinine from the tonic as well balances with the botanicals in the gin.
What you said with that oily zesty not essential oils that what did I say? Feels a little bit like one of these rubs that you put on yourself.
Yeah, like a Vicks rub.
Yeah, like that, but nicer. Like one of the good ones.
Yeah, and you can drink.
And the juniper comes very much through. Yeah. So this has a lot of elements from a classical gin tonic.
Yes.
With added on top with a bit of a oily, zesty feeling, and not spiciness, but strangely herbiness.
Yeah, I think it's got that freshness, it's got the juiciness, it's got the citrus, but it's also, when you add the tonic as well, it's got that more, as you say, the classical kind of gin and tonic elements to it as well.
I like it. I like it. But it's a bit more hefty, so it's I'm not quite sure, maybe I had more gin in it than, but it's also a bit more demanding, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not one of these light, fruity, sweet, and then you just have it on your side and that's it. I think it's more of a demanding one.
Yeah, it's important for us that you can drink that and think that's an Isle of Raasay Hebridean gin. That's hopefully what comes through.
Yeah, it has something from the neat flavor. It just feels more fizzied up and sweetened up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say bitterness, but it bounds well with that. I like it. Yeah. That's really cool. That's really cool.
And I think, you know, the new bottle design as well, it reflects the island, and, you know, there's some, obviously the geology of the islands in there, but there's also some of the Raasay juniper in here as well in the glass. So I think it just roots itself here in Raasay, and, you know, wherever you are, hopefully that's where it takes you back to.
Yeah, it's lovely, except for the today is the weather. But what you've done with the place is just amazing. If I look around, you have a stave wall, you have a stone wall, then you have a dried
flower wall, yeah.
Dried flower wall. Yeah. But they're not actually the botanicals.
They're not the botanicals, no, and there's some barley in that wall as well. So it's really just about that kind of whole idea of the island and the colours from the island. And,
I'm really excited. How long is that a wall to last?
Yeah, hopefully a while.
Hopefully a while. Yeah. But you do tours around here, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So the tours we've got a tasting room just being built over there. So so you can do tours. We've got 6 ensuite bedrooms. You can come and stay here. We've got a restaurant now. So
okay. So when you come here, all that way you can do a bit of
and normally you can have our whiskey and gin and look at the view. You know, but
it's still, I mean, the rain is outside, not inside. It's quite cozy.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
So do you have to pre-book, or do you?
Yeah, you can book it directly through our website.
But if you just come here,
so you can just come over on the ferry and walk in and do a tour. Absolutely.
Yeah. So summer is more when you have like more tours.
Yeah, we have. You know, I would say from May till September is our kind of busy season for tours. We've got a special package at the minute. You can do dinner, bed and breakfast in the winter months.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Okay, that is cool. So yeah, if you want to sleep inside the distillery, then come over. So yeah, thank you very much for showing us the Isle of Raasay Gin.
Oh, pleasure.
And thank you for showing us around.
Oh, absolute pleasure, and thank you for coming to see us.
Thank you very much for watching, and if you found this video interesting, then please feel free to share this video with your friends, and see you next time.